Good morning. Can you hear us in the boardroom?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Sorry.
So I'll wait for you to
Just like,
10 seconds.
so the video's not on. The video's not on.
Please.
Terribly sorry. Yeah. There's all one minute. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I just give you a minute to, what is 10 seconds that Dawn said, so she can go back and do the roll call.
I'm all set, Commissioner.
All right. So good morning, everyone. I hope that you all had a very good holidays. Actually, we haven't been together since December. So Dawn, could you do the roll call?
I can. I also want to remind folks that we are live streaming and recording this meeting. Both of those processes have already started. In addition, if any board members who are attending virtually need to leave the meeting at any time, if you could please let me know either by posting in the chat or sending me an email. We may be taking votes without a roll call, and we'll need to comply with the statutory requirements regarding virtual public hearings. Jerry Abrahams.
Here.
Wendy Clark. Phil DeFronzo.
Here.
Heidi DeWinger.
Here.
Timothy Hodges.
Present.
Zani Inmatowski. Catherine McKinnon.
Here.
Commissioner Mascara Bruno.
Here.
Commissioner Perez.
Here.
Franklin Perry.
Here.
Matt Puglisi. Chelsea Ross.
Here.
Sarah Sanders.
Here.
Lisa Tepper Bates.
Here.
Greg Ugalde.
Present.
Sean Williams.
Here.
We do have a quorum in attendance for this meeting.
Thank you, Dawn. Is 10:04 and I'm calling the meeting to order. So Dawn, could you do the public comments, please?
Yes. This is the only opportunity on the agenda for the public to provide comments. If you would like to provide a comment, please unmute yourself and state your name, or if you are in the room, please let us know. To ensure that everyone has the opportunity, comments will be limited to 3 minutes.
Hello, this is Harold Foley. I'm back again.
Good morning, Dr. Foley. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. I'm back again. This is my second appearance before the CHFA board. We continue to address the disturbing pattern of irregular funding that has fundamentally compromised the integrity of Connecticut's affordable housing mission, especially given yesterday's breaking news, for which DECD could provide the board with greater detail. I am reiterating this request. I have provided to the board in several correspondences a plethora of evidence documenting substantiating the issues raised regarding Connecticut's questionable funding. 3 articles written in 2025 by Jacqueline Rab Thomas, April 2025, Jenny Monk, October 2025, and most recently, Mark Fitch from December 2025, documenting Connecticut housing funding issues. 2 recently discovered independent audits from April 2022 and November 2024, issued by the Auditors of Public Accounts, hereon referred to as APA, are rife with findings that surprised us. There was very explicit language in these audits explicitly warning DOH of its funding patterns. I quote from APA's report from April 2022, there is increased risk that the department made improper payments and project costs are ineligible for federal funding. It also flagged the same project, which I have provided to the board in our April 24th, 2025 letter, a reference to Spruce Ridge. April and November 2024 APA report. Finding number two, it essentially reiterates the same damning language that appeared in the April 2022 report. That is, there is increased risk that the department made improper payments and funded ineligible project cost. In addition, the State Bonding Commission members, specifically Senator Ryan Fazio, at the December 18, 2025 Bond Commission meeting, questioned the lack of specificity and need to reinforce the trust in Connecticut's DOH's funding processes. This pairs with Attorney General's initiatives to ensure proper stewardship of public funding is expanded to cover all departments rather than health insurance. Most recently, Governor Ned Lamont's statement from yesterday came with it a much stronger tone that is zero tolerance for this type of stuff, which I have found, quote unquote, this type of stuff eerily similar to what I have raised. As a final point, an example, I want to bring to everyone's attention, and I've shared with the board, most recently, Jack's Forum, which was funded and sponsored by Mutual Housing for a total of $22.3 million for 43 units. That works out to nearly $519,000 per unit, funded exclusively with public funding, which has resulted in, and I'm nearing completion, has resulted in a loss to the state of Connecticut of nearly $111 million in private funding, which further translates into 280 units that will never be constructed, affecting over 11,000 residents, citizens of the state of Connecticut, who will be deprived of the opportunity to live in new, clean housing within the state of Connecticut.
Dr. Foley, I do hate to interrupt you. I apologize. That has been a little more than 3 minutes, and so to keep ourselves on time, I do have to interrupt you. Are there any other anyone else who would like to make a public comment? Hearing no other requests for public comment at this time, the public comment period has now ended. Commissioner, I'll turn the meeting back over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Thank you for your comments, Mr. Foley. As there is a claim filed with the Connecticut Claims Commissioner, I'm not able to comment. We will now proceed with the board meeting. Next, Nandi, your report.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Hoping for another excellent year. I'd like to start off by making an announcement. Many of you know Suzanne Piacentini, who's actually in the room with me right now. She's had a long and illustrious career at HUD, I think 38 years? Yes. 38 and a half, maybe. And most recently, she was the field office director of the HUD Hartford field office. We have enticed her to join CHFA and continue her career here. As the senior program officer for federal programs, she's going to be working at CHFA, trying to work on coordinating between CHFA DOH and the federal government, as well as helping us with new program creation on the federal side. We're going to be taking really good advantage of her long career and her deep expertise. This is the time of year when I provide an update about our 2025 year-end all-year performance. We are at a critical midpoint in our four-year strategic plan. 2025 represented year two, which I would characterize as a very strong execution year. Some of the highlights in homeownership, CHFA delivered a strong statewide impact at scale. with over 3,400 purchase loans. We exceeded our stretch goal and marked the second consecutive year crossing the $1 billion threshold in loan volume. We also saw overwhelming success relaunching the mobile manufactured home program with 57 closings, nearly 3 times our stretch goal. We launched the Housing Opportunity Navigator pilot as a way to rethink how we work with housing counseling partners to understand and meet the housing needs of households across Connecticut. In multifamily, we also exceeded our production expectations. With more than 1,800 units closed, we surpassed our stretch goal of 1,600, which is really a testament to all of the hard work of CHFA staff, our strong collaboration with DOH and other partners, and the continued commitment of the board. We continued to invest in operational capacity, including progress on our IT strategic planning goals, strengthening staff development and leadership capacity, ensuring CHFA can sustain impact while modernizing how we operate. In terms of what's next, we have set up in the package in front of you our 2026 goals, and each of those goals goes back to the strategic planning pillars that they are attached to. So looking ahead, 2026 represents year 3 of our strategic plan, a critical year in which we aim to do 3 things at once: sustain the progress we've made over the last 2 years on the production side, build on initial work we've started in 2025, and modernize how we do business that will support our performance long term. So I want to ground that in a few concrete examples. We're moving from design to implementation on new initiatives like our homeownership purchase rehab pilot. Everyone knows that inventory is at a critical low in Connecticut, and our inventory is aged. And so what we're proposing is a pilot that will launch next month with a target of 35 closings this year. We're going to advance major enterprise technology modernization, including starting the work to replace our homeownership system, what we call our loan origination system, and completing the launch of a new consolidated application in multifamily, which is part of a suite of products called Empower. It's really the program that supports our multifamily work end to end. We will also deliver an updated housing needs assessment, including refreshing all of our data dashboards, our web presence, which will make our data more actionable, and it'll make it easier for decision makers to use statewide. And we're going to continue to make investment in our people, like the next phase of our structured professional development programs and an improved performance management process. As usual, we're going to continue reporting our progress throughout the year, but overall, the message today is we're entering 2026 from a position of strength and using year 3 to both deliver results and strengthen the foundation for year 4 and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you. Any comments or questions for Nandini? All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Finance Committee, Hazim?
We have our external auditor that's going to provide like a quick overview of the things that they discussed this morning, the 2025 audit plans. So we do have Tom Colfus and Trina Olson on. So Tom, you want to lead the discussion?
Yep. Thanks, Azim. Good morning, everybody. Very nice to see Suzanne there. certainly interacted with Suzanne over her career at HUD, so nice to see a friend working for CHFA, and I'm sure she'll do good work there. We'll keep this brief because we just met with the Finance and Audit Committee this morning. We've begun our audit work, or we began our audit work back in December, doing planning and risk assessment work. Our year-end procedures will officially commence the week of February 23rd, although we do some internal planning and preparation of the audit internally before then. This is our 4th year conducting the audit. We have plans to do the next 3 years before regulations state that you rotate firms. So again, thanks for having us back to conduct the audit. The audit approach is going to focus on internal controls over financial reporting as well as compliance. In addition to a financial statement audit, there is a state single audit and federal single audit that gets conducted by us, focusing on compliance, but as well as internal controls for the organization. Areas of focus are outlined in this document. So I guess if you can scroll through to page, I think it's page 7. These are the key areas that we focus on. Again, the compliance testing is pretty pertinent, especially in this day and age that we conduct that testing. One of the overall financial statement risks that we consider are overrides of controls. So we test specifically journal entries as well as assumptions that management may use, and we try to challenge assumptions. The main assumption would be the allowance for uncollectible loans, but certainly the state pension and post-retirement plans have assumptions as well there. So in addition, we make sure disclosures are properly accounted for under GASB. The other areas that we'll spend a lot of time with, of course, are loans, and then all your financial accounts, whether that be cash, STIF accounts, bonds, any other debt. We will try to independently confirm to make sure they're fairly presented. We asked the Audit and Finance Committee earlier about any fraud or illegal activities, and of course, as the governing body for CHFA, the responsibility for all governance would be to communicate to us any concerns that they have, whether it be during the audit or any other time during the year. Finally, I'll wrap up by just saying there are a few different accounting disclosures or standards effective for the organization, and they're not significant. We've already talked to management about most of these, especially the ones that may take a little bit of time, but I don't think there's a heavy lift for anybody involved with these updates. They're in front of you here in the package. Risk disclosures are probably already covered in the financial statements, so we'll just make sure that it complies with the new standards and work with Allison and her team on that. And then the next 3 are, or the next 2 are areas that are already covered in your financial statements. And again, we'll just make sure that they're referenced to the new standard to make sure they're in compliance. Again, I don't think there's anything that's been missing in the financial statements. So if anything, it may just be more organization. And then the final update is a subsequent event standard, which has been already effective for other entities that follow FASB. So anyone who's looked at a financial statement the last decade or so has already seen this. It's just a sentence that describes when the financial statements have been available to be issued and the evaluation date for subsequent events, whether it be a recognized or non-recognized event. And then finally, I'll just conclude by saying that the audit will be wrapped up in April. We will attend the April board meeting to go over the results. Obviously, we will communicate that with the Finance and Audit Committee as well prior to that meeting. Any concerns, we'll reach out ahead of time, but we don't anticipate there being concerns. And happy to answer anybody's questions that they may have for us.
Thank you, Tom. Any questions for our auditor? Okay. Thank you very much, Tom. Hazim?
Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the board. Before you is a resolution pertaining to the private activity bond volume cap. Last December, the State Bond Commission awarded CHFA $59,719,871 of unused 2025 private activity bond volume cap. To preserve the award, the Internal Revenue Code requires us to file a carry forward application by February 15th. We are recommending the approval to carry forward 100% of the award for homeownership. Due to the carry forward, we have updated and included the lending plan for your perusal. Please note that the numbers for the 2026 tax-exempt bond allocation and the 9% federal low-income housing tax credit amount remain as draft because the Census Bureau has not released the state's 2025 projected population number. According to the Bureau schedule, they expect to release the numbers on or before the end of this month. The resolution was presented to Finance Committee, and the committee asked questions around the bond volume cap allocation between multifamily and homeownership programs, and the resolution was approved unanimously by committee. I'll be happy to answer any questions regarding our recommendation this morning.
Thank you, Hazin. Can I have a motion to approve the resolution presented by Hazin?
I'll approve, Jerry.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All right, Don, could you do roll call, please?
Of course. Jerry Abrahams,
Aye.
Wendy Clark, Phil DeFranco,
Yes.
Yes.
Heidi DeWingert,
Aye.
Timothy Hodges,
Aye.
Zani Imitowski,
Yes.
Catherine McKinnon,
Aye.
Commissioner Mascara-Bruno,
Yes.
Commissioner Perez,
Yes.
Franklin Perry,
Yes.
Matt Puglisi,
Yes.
Chelsea Ross,
Yes.
Sarah Sanders,
Yes.
Lisa Tepper Bates,
Aye.
Greg Ugalde,
Aye.
Sean Williams.
Yes.
Vote passes unanimously.
Motion carries. Thank you, Don. Next is Mortgage Committee, and Pat, you're gonna present 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 resolutions?
Yes.
Let's start with the first one.
Okay, we'll start with personal. Good morning, everybody. At Tuesday's Mortgage Committee meeting, Liz Valagorski presented a request for financing for 143 Percival Avenue in Berlin. The total financing request was not to exceed $16.72 million and included an interest-only tax-exempt construction note of approximately $8.2 million at 6.35% for 10 months and a tax-exempt construction to perm note of approximately $7.5 million at a rate of 6.35% with an initial interest-only period of up to 10 months and then fully amortizing over 40 years. The project will also receive 4% tax credits and will result in the development of 70 elderly housing units, with all units being income restricted. The developer Vesta Corporation is well known to CHFA and currently manages 14 properties in the CHFA portfolio. The project is set to commence construction in the first quarter of this year, and completion is expected in the third quarter of 2027. 15 of the units will be for households at or below 50% AMI, and 55 of the units will be for households at or below 60% AMI. In addition to the financing offered by CHFA, other sources include $8.76 million in tax credit equity, $1.3 million in deferred developer fee, and $8.75 million in DOH funds. Members of the Mortgage Committee approved the request unanimously, and I'd be happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Pat. Can I have a motion to approve the resolution presented by Pat?
So moved.
So moved. Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none, John, could you do roll call, please?
Yes. Jerry Abrahams,
Aye.
Wendy Clark, Phil DeFranco. Oh, thank you, Wendy. Phil DeFranco.
Sorry about that. I muted. Yes.
Thank you. Heidi DeWingert,
Aye.
Timothy Hodges,
Aye.
Zani Imitowski,
Yes.
Catherine McKinnon,
Aye.
Commissioner Mascara-Bruno,
Yes.
Commissioner Perez,
Yes.
Franklin Perry,
Yes.
Matt Puglisi,
Yes.
Chelsea Ross,
Yes.
Sarah Sanders.
Yes.
Thank you. Lisa Tepper Bates,
Aye.
Greg Ugalde,
Aye.
Sean Williams.
Yes.
The vote passes unanimously.
Thank you, Don. Motion carries. Pat, the next resolution.
At Tuesday's mortgage committee meeting, Michelle Onofrio presented a request to approve a bond inducement in the amount not to exceed $11 million for Avon Village in Avon. Michelle explained that the inducement was necessary to allow for the reimbursement of acquisition costs already incurred on Avon Village with proceeds from a future tax-exempt bond sale. The developer, Beacon Communities, completed the closing of their 2025 9% LIHTC award on December 19th of 2025. The site acquired at that closing included the existing office building, which will be redeveloped as Avon Village with a future tax-exempt bond financing structure. While it is likely that the tax-exempt bond financing request for the redevelopment of the office building will be presented at next month's board meeting, this inducement ensures that Avon Village will maintain its eligibility for the LHTC acquisition credit related to the office building until the financing request is approved. It was noted that the inducement does not create an obligation to issue the bonds and that any financing provided as a result of the inducement would need to meet all of CHFA's underwriting requirements. Further, if financing is not provided within 3 years, the inducement will expire. Mortgage committee members unanimously approved the request, and I'll take any questions.
Thank you, Pat. Can I have a motion to approve the resolution regarding Avon Village?
So moved, Chelsea.
Thank you, Chelsea. Second.
Second.
Thank you, Lisa. Any comments or questions?
I have one.
Yes.
I'm gonna abstain from the vote. I own the building next door, so I just feel a little bit uncomfortable voting for that.
Okay.
Thank you, Phil. As a neighbor, you feel uncomfortable. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, just yeah.
Any other question or comment? Hearing none, Don, could you please do roll call?
Yes. Jerry Abrahams,
Aye.
Wendy Clark,
Yes.
Phil DeFranco,
Abstain.
Heidi DeWinkert,
Aye.
Timothy Hodges,
Aye.
Zani Imitowski,
Yes.
Catherine McKinnon,
Aye.
Commissioner Mascara Bruno,
Yes.
Commissioner Perez,
Yes.
Franklin Perry,
Yes.
Matt Puglisi,
Yes.
Chelsea Ross,
Yes.
Sarah Sanders,
Yes.
Lisa Tupper Bates,
Aye.
Greg Ugalden,
Aye.
Sean Williams.
Yes.
The vote passes with one abstention.
Thank you. Motion carries. Pat, next resolution.
Yes. At Tuesday's mortgage committee meeting, Trayvon Perry presented a request for financing for Oak Tree Village 2 in Griswold. The financing consists of taxable bond funded permanent only note in the amount not to exceed $2.8 million at a rate not to exceed 7.5% and fully amortizing over a 35-year term. And an additional loan from the Opportunity Fund in an amount not to exceed $1 million at a rate of 1%, interest only for 24 months, and thereafter payable with 25% of adjusted cash flow over 35 years. Oak Tree Village 2 was a 2025 9% LIHTC awardee and will be a mixed income community with 60 units in Griswold. Oak Tree Village Phase 1 has already been completed and is fully occupied and includes 72 units. So a total of 132 units at the between the two phases. This project is less than 1 mile from downtown Griswold and has access to local bus service. 12 of the units will be for households at or below 30% AMI, 29 units at or below 50%, 7 units will be for households at or below 60% AMI, and the final 12 units will be unrestricted. In addition to the financing to be offered by CHFA, other sources include $12.5 million in tax credit equity, a little over $600,000 in deferred developer fee, $5.5 million in DOH funds, and $300,000 in the form of a general partner note. Members of the mortgage committee unanimously approved the request, and I'd be happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Pat. And I have a motion to approve the resolution regarding Oak Tree Village 2 in Griswold, Connecticut.
So moved, Heidi.
Thank you, Heidi. Can I have a second?
Second.
Kathy.
Got that, Dawn?
Sure.
Yeah,
we're gonna-
Kathy's got it. She beat me by half a second.
Thank you, Franklin.
Thank you. Any comments or questions? Okay, hearing none, Dawn, do your job.
Jerry Abrahams,
Aye.
Wendy Clark,
Yes.
Phil DeFranzo,
Yes.
Heidi DeWinger,
Aye.
Timothy Hodges,
Aye.
Zani Imitowski,
Yes.
Catherine McKinnon,
Aye.
Commissioner Mascara Bruno,
Yes.
Commissioner Perez,
Yes.
Franklin Perry,
Yes.
Matt Puglisi,
Yes.
Chelsea Ross,
Yes.
Sarah Sanders,
Yes.
Lisa Tepper Bates,
Yes.
Greg Ugalde,
Yes.
Sean Williams.
Yes.
Vote passes unanimously.
Motion carries. Thank you, Dawn. Pat, the next resolution for 13 projects.
13 projects, yes. Michelle's been busy. At Tuesday's mortgage committee meeting, Michelle Onofrio presented a request to approve a taxable bond bridge loan to related affordable housing in an amount not to exceed $150 million for the acquisition of the subsidized housing partners portfolio, which is comprised of 13 properties with 1,375 units. All 13 properties benefit from project-based Section 8 HAP agreements and are part of the CHFA portfolio. The loan will be interest only for 48 months at a variable rate not to exceed 7.5%. Any balance remaining after 48 months will be fully amortized over 35 years at a rate determined at the time of conversion set at the 10-year treasury plus 210 basis points. 250. 250 basis points. Related will contribute approximately $44 million in equity and will fund a $2.6 million reserve to address any emergent capital needs that arise prior to the future financings. This bridge loan is the first step in the preservation of each of these 13 properties through future individual 4% tax exempt bond financings to occur over the next 3 to 4 years and will include the substantial renovation of each property. It was noted by Michelle at the meeting on Tuesday that we have already received the first 2 applications for these refinances. Appraisals have been received on all 13 properties, and upon initial cursory review, the appraisals support the intended loan amount. Mortgage committee members unanimously approved the request, and I'd be happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Pat. Can I have a motion to approve the resolution to refinance these 13 projects listed by Pat? Have a motion?
So moved, Kathy.
Second,
Chelsea.
Thank you. Any comments or questions? Dawn, please do roll call.
Jerry Abrahams,
Aye.
Wendy Clark, Wendy Clark. Wendy, I see you, but you're on mute. I'll come back. Phil DeFranzo,
Yes.
Heidi DeWinger,
Aye.
Timothy Hodges,
Aye.
Zani Imitowski,
Yes.
Catherine McKinnon,
Aye.
Commissioner Mascara Bruno,
Yes.
Commissioner Perez,
Yes.
Franklin Perry,
Yes.
Matt Puglisi, Matt, I'll come back. Chelsea Ross,
Yes.
Sarah Sanders,
Yes.
Lisa Tepper Bates,
Aye.
Greg Ugalde,
Aye.
Sean Williams,
Yes.
Wendy Clark.
Yes, Dawn, I'm having connection issues.
Okay, no problem at all. Thank you for that. Matt Puglisi,
Yes. Thanks for the patience.
no problem at all. Thank you. The vote passes unanimously.
Motion carries. Thank you very much. Pat, the next resolution.
Yes. At Tuesday's mortgage committee meeting, Trayvon Perry presented a request to approve allocations of 2026 9% low-income housing tax credits in the amount of $840,000 for Village at Park River 6A and in the amount of $1,050,000 for Village at Park River 6B. These allocations are in exchange for 2023 credits that were already returned at the end of 2025. The need for these returns and exchanges was the result of delays in the review and approval of water and sewer connections at the two phases and was outside the control of the developer. Construction was completed on the project in July, but the approvals were not received until late in December. The properties have now received their certificates of occupancy and have begun leasing up. As discussed in previous return and exchange requests, this process is administrative and does not impact the availability of 2026 credits. Members of the Mortgage Committee unanimously approved the request, and I'll take any questions.
Thank you, Pat. Can I have a motion to approve the resolution for Village Park River 6A and B?
Motion to approve.
So Greg, I'll second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none, Don, could you do roll call?
Yep. Jerry Abrahams,
Aye.
Wendy Clark,
Yes.
Phil DeFranco,
Yes.
Heidi DeWinger,
Aye.
Timothy Hodges,
Aye.
Zani Imitowski,
Yes.
Catherine McKinnon,
Aye.
Commissioner Mascara Bruno,
Yes.
Commissioner Perez,
Yes.
Franklin Perry,
Yes.
Matt Puglisi,
Yes.
Chelsea Ross, Chelsea, I'll come back. Sarah Sanders,
Yes.
Lisa Tepper Bates,
Aye.
Greg Ugalde,
Aye.
Sean Williams,
Yes.
Chelsea Ross. I did hear from Chelsea that she may have to step away just for a moment. Without her vote, so all those voting are unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you. Motion carries. And Pat, your last resolution.
My last one. Finally, at Tuesday's Mortgage Committee meeting, Liz Valigorski also presented a request for financing for Willow Creek Apartments Phase 4 in Hartford. The total financing request was not to exceed $9 million and included an interest-only tax-exempt construction note of approximately $5.9 million at 6.35% for 10 months and a tax-exempt construction to perm note of approximately $3.1 million at a rate of 6.35%, with an initial interest-only period of up to 10 months and then fully amortizing over the course of 40 years. The project will also receive 4% tax credits and will result in the development of a mixed income community with 56 units in the Blue Hills neighborhood of Hartford. This phase is part of an anticipated 410 unit affordable community. The developer JHM is well known to CHFA and currently owns 8 properties in the CHFA portfolio. The project is set to commence construction in the second quarter of this year, and completion is expected in the third quarter of 2027. 12 units will be for households at or below 25% AMI, 12 units at or below 50% AMI, 10 units will be for households at or below 60% AMI, and 22 units will be for households at or below 80% AMI. It was noted that each of the three previous phases have been completed and have high occupancy. In addition to the financing to be offered by CHFA, other sources include a little over $14 million in tax credit equity, $1.3 million in investment tax credits, $188,000 in energy rebates, $515,000 in deferred developer fee, $8.5 million in DOH funds, and $5.5 million in DECD CIF funds. Members of the Mortgage Committee approved the request unanimously, and I'd be happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Pat. Can I have a motion to approve the resolution regarding the financing of Willow Creek Apartment Phase 4?
Moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none, Dawn,
Jerry Abrahams,
Aye.
Wendy Clark,
Yes.
Phil DeFranco,
Yes.
Heidi DeWinger,
Aye.
Timothy Hodges,
Aye.
Zani Imitowski,
Yes.
Catherine McKinnon,
Aye.
Commissioner Mascara Bruno,
yes.
Commissioner Perez,
Yes.
Franklin Perry,
Yes.
Matt Puglisi,
Yes.
thank you. Chelsea Ross,
Yes.
Sarah Sanders,
Yes.
Lisa Tepper Bates,
Yes.
Greg Ugalde,
Aye.
Sean Williams, Sean, I don't know if you spoke, but we didn't hear you. All right.
My God, all these years into using Zoom, still have a problem. Aye.
Thank you. We all do it, I'm sure. The vote passes unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you, Dawn. Motion carries. We have three other items that needs action, and the first one is Rob, you're gonna present the first one.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner. At the November meeting, at last November's meeting, the Board of Directors adopted a resolution electing vice chair or the vice chair for the calendar year 2026 to be effective as of today's meeting. Following the meeting, an oversight was recognized in that the vote did not comply with our statute, Chapter 134, which requires that the vice chair be elected annually from one of the appointed members of the board. Sarah Sanders, who was elected under that resolution, is a designee of an ex officio board member, not an appointed member. Accordingly, the resolution before you today is to rescind and replace that prior resolution and elect Kathy McKinnon as vice chair for calendar year 26. I'd be happy to take any questions. Do you have anything else?
No, thank you, Rob. Can I have a motion to approve the resolution?
Motion to approve the resolution?
Thank you, Greg. I have a second.
Second.
Any comments or questions?
Just to thank Kathy for being willing to step into the position. We're lucky to have you, Kathy.
Thank you, Lisa, and thank you, Kathy. Hearing none other comments, Dawn, could you do roll call, please?
Jerry Abrahams,
Aye.
Wendy Clark,
Yes.
Phil DeFronto,
Yes.
Heidi DeWingert,
Aye.
Timothy Hodges,
Aye.
Zani Imitowski,
Yes.
Catherine McKinnon,
Aye.
Commissioner Mascara Bruno,
Yes.
Commissioner Perez,
Yes.
Franklin Perry,
Yes.
Matt Puglisi,
And
I think Matt may have dropped off. Chelsea Ross,
Yes.
Sarah Sanders,
yes.
Lisa Tepper Bates,
Aye.
Greg Ugalde,
Aye.
Sean Williams.
Yes.
Vote passes unanimously.
Motion carries. Thank you, Dawn. Nandini, you're gonna
Yes.
present the next resolution?
Thank you. The board approved a resolution last summer allowing CHFA to enter into an agreement with Solutions 21, an executive coaching firm, for a not to exceed amount of $25,000. The coaching engagement has been a productive one. I want to thank the board for their investment in the professional development of the executive management team here at CHFA. It has resulted in the creation of the CEO's professional and leadership development goals for 2026 that have been submitted to members of the Personnel Committee. To assist with the implementation of those goals and further development of the executive team, we have determined that we will need an additional scope of services to be performed by the executive coaching firm at an additional cost of $16,645. The amended resolution before you has a new not to exceed amount of $41,645. All other terms remain the same. I respectfully request your approval of the amended resolution.
Thank you, Nandini. Can I have a motion to approve the amendment resolution that Nandini presented?
So moved.
Have a second.
Second.
Any comments or questions?
Just a quick question. Oh, and I see Commissioner Perez has his hand up too. How is that figure determined? How did we decide what else was needed?
In the development of my professional development and career goals, there was a section relating to my personal leadership brand, and then there's a section relating to the development of the executive team and the CEO's direct reports. It's in connection with this second piece that we have developed a set of actions that will link the CEO's leadership brand with alignment and execution of the executive team in the performance of their duties. Does that answer your question?
It was answer your question, Greg.
Yes, very good.
Thank you. Commissioner Perez?
I had a similar question that Greg did, but it was a little different. Meaning was what additional work needed to be done, but it was answered.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other comment or question? Dawn, could you please do roll call?
Yes. Jerry Abraham,
Aye.
Wendy Clark,
Yes.
Phil DeFranco,
Yes.
Heidi DeWingert,
Aye.
Timothy Hodges,
Aye.
Zani Imitowski,
Yes.
Catherine McKinnon,
Yes.
Commissioner Mascara Bruno,
Yes.
Commissioner Perez,
Yes.
Franklin Perry,
Yes.
Matt Puglisi, Chelsea Ross,
Yes.
Sarah Sanders,
Yes.
Lisa Tepper Bates,
Aye.
Greg Ugalde,
Aye.
Sean Williams.
Yes.
Vote passes unanimously.
Thank you. Motion's carried. The next resolution,
Yes,
Nancy?
me too.
Yeah.
At November board, we presented the regular monthly meeting schedule of the board, which was approved. This is a requirement of the statute. Subsequently, there was a request from a board member to amend the mortgage committee meeting start time. The consensus after discussion with the committee was a start time of 10:30 a.m. as opposed to 10 a.m. The amended schedule reflects the new start time. In addition, there were also some conflicts identified with respect to the pre-decided personnel committee meeting dates. Given the relative infrequency of personnel committee meetings, they do not happen on a monthly basis. Personnel committee meetings in 2026 will be noticed as special meetings and scheduled on days when the committee wishes to meet to discuss authority business. I respectfully request your approval of the amended monthly meeting schedule.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to amend the resolution of the monthly meeting schedule? Thank you. For 2026.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Any comments or questions? Tom, could you do roll call, please?
Of course. Jerry Abrahams,
Aye.
Wendy Clark,
Yes.
Phil DeFranco,
Yes.
Heidi DeWingert.
Aye.
Heidi, I think I heard an aye, but I just want to make sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Timothy Hodges,
Aye.
Zani Imitowski,
Yes.
Catherine McKinnon,
Aye.
Commissioner Mascara Bruno,
Yes.
Commissioner Perez,
Yes.
Franklin Perry,
Yes.
Matt Puglisi, Chelsea Ross,
Yes.
Sarah Sanders,
Yes.
Lisa Tepper Bates,
Aye.
Greg Ugalde,
Aye.
Sean Williams.
Yes.
Vote passes unanimously.
Thank you, Dawn. Motion carries. The last item on the agenda is our consent agenda. Can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda, please?
Moved.
Have a second.
Second, Jerry. This is George.
Sayla, this is Sean. I'm not really sure what the protocol is on something like this, but I missed the mortgage committee meeting last month, so I abstained from approving the minutes at the meeting the other day. And likewise, I was not at the November board meeting, so I was planning to abstain on that. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do that or not, but I'm happy to abstain on the whole consent agenda rather than break it out.
Sean, you can abstain as to the minutes and otherwise vote unanimously.
But Rob, can I just ask a follow-up question to that? You said he can't abstain, but he doesn't have to.
Correct.
It's not.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Because you're voting on publishing the minutes. You're not voting on the content and that you were there, but there's a regular practice.
Oh, all right. That's fine then. And that's perfect. Thank you.
So you want to withdraw your recusal or your abstention?
I don't think I actually officially offered it. I think I said I think I'll abstain. So if we're getting really technical here.
Let's do it by unanimous consent.
Okay.
So go with the roll call.
Yeah, no, just by unanimous consent.
Unanimous consent. Okay. So
Ask everyone if they.
you.
Seriously.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi. Everyone.
All in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Any opposed? Abstain?
Hearing none,
Motion. You're none, motion.
Sorry.
Oof. All right, so.
Feel you started, Phil?
Yeah, we are pretty good timing. Last item is adjournment of the meeting. So can I have a motion?
Hey, Stella, can I just, at the risk of being quoted in an article, I'm going to make a comment. Just really quickly. At our last meeting, in between the meeting, there was an article written. I think you all saw it, and I wanted to make a comment. I wanted to be clear on this. In that article, my comments were not in reference to the accusations that were made. That's going to play itself out. My comments were in reference to how we kind of address those, and I think Pat kind of made the comment that we should have a response when those things happen. So I will reiterate that because I think it's important. Aside from the uncomfortableness between the public comment and how we move on meetings, it would be great to be able to kind of say, listen, this is what the staff heard. This is how we responded to it, particularly as a board member. I think that's important. So I want to make sure that is perfectly clear. Last thing I'll say is this. I do believe, Selah, to the extent in board that we could meet in person a couple of times a year. I know we have at least one board member who's against that, but I figure if I could go out and buy him a beer at some point, we could sit down and have a longer conversation. But I do believe there's some benefit to meeting at least a couple of times during the year in person. So last comment, and I can still give you 6 minutes back.
Okay, thank you. And Tim, thank you for the clarification, and also just to reiterate that there is a claim against the Department of Housing with the claims commissioner, so we cannot make any comments about it. So about the in-person meetings, do we have to make it in the calendar, or we consider it?
No, we don't have to.
Okay, so
stay on the calendar if there's.
So we'll do maybe a poll to see when we can get most of the board members. I mean, it's always, everybody knows it's a hybrid, so you're welcome to come and join me, so I don't feel lonely. But other than that, the meeting, I would like to have a motion to adjourn the meeting. If anybody else have any other comments before we adjourn. All right.
Moved.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Take care.